YouTube, what's the deal? Better pop on here. ECCC is here. The con is upon us. Well, not really, but the reveals are, so let's get into it. Alright people, day one is in the books. ECCC is upon us. Arguably the best con there is out of the three. They did release Dragon Ball Z, Dungeons and Dragons, Masters of the Universe, DC Comics line, Starship Troopers, so movies, the Grand Budapest, and of course every con has some Scott Pilgrim. So let's get into day one. First up, anime. Alright, now with the anime, Funko is actually celebrating Anime Month, and hopefully they have more than just what they released today, because today was just Dragon Ball Z, and that's not gonna cut it. They need to have some My Hero, and for Trail's sake, please have some One Piece so he can shut the hell up. My bad, I should be saying that. But there's just so many more animes they could do. ECCC, Emerald City Comic Con, green. So they have characters in My Hero that's green. They could do a Froppy. They could do another glow-in-the-dark Deku. They could do Night Eye. He had green hair, little yellow streaks in it. I might be reaching, but if they did Night Eye, Jesus. They could also do Spinner, the lizard with all the swords. You never know. But anyway, let's get into it. First up, Dragon Ball Z. Alright, so the first one is Perfect Cell. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about the show, the characters, but this one looks amazing. It's glow in the dark, and it just, I don't know. I like the streaks of lightning going through it. It's just a dope pop to me. I really like this one. Will I get it? No, I don't collect Dragon Ball Z. I stay in my lane, but this is a dope pop to me. Next up, Piccolo. I hope I'm saying that right. Chrome green. I'm over the chrome. I just wish they would run out of chrome paint by now, people. I guess they had to do a chrome something, so they threw that in there. Piccolo, chrome green. I guess it relates to the show somehow. I'm not sure. I'm not the one to ask about Dragon Ball Z, but chromes, yeah. Next up is this guy eating Noodles. I always chew his name up, so I'm not gonna say it, but you know who it is. He's like the main character they always do make pops of. I think he has like 47 variants. And yeah, he's eating noodles, so I guess that's relatable to the show. I don't know. Now this one right here is pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not into Dungeons and Dragons. To me, I just always thought about like a board game and them playing and making little moves with soldiers and stuff. But I do remember the cartoon back in the day. This pop right here, I don't know what it relates to or where it comes from, but it's a gelatinous cube. It looks pretty dope, man. I wonder if it wobbles. It probably doesn't, but just the concept of it and how they carried it out and how it looks, I think it looks amazing. So I'm curious to see how it looks out of box, just to see if it's movement to it or if it's just a solid piece. But it looks pretty dope to me, and I like the way it looks. Next up, people. Oh, Masters of the Universe. Oh, I'm so glad they didn't lose this license, people. Now, I did call that they were going to do Slime Pit He-Man. I called it the other day. I know it was going to happen. It's green. What else could they do green? Cobra Khan, Triclops. I wasn't expecting Triclops, but it did happen, and it looks amazing. I'm not going to lie. I like the way it looks. They carried it out. I wonder if, I know it doesn't, but I wonder if the head can move. Pause. So of course they throw pairs in there. I'm not a pairs collector, but I am a Masters of the Universe collector, and I have to get this. I have to get all of them. There's 3 in the set for the ECCC con. They got Triclops pairs, they have Evil Lyn pairs, and they have Stinkor. I don't think it's scented, but the pop was scented, so it would make sense if the pairs were scented, but it's relating to candy and you're eating. That wouldn't be a good combination, but yeah, I definitely have to get all 3 of these. These look, I mean, amazing. It's He-Man, so what can I say? I would have loved to have seen another variant of Cringer. You know, maybe, you know, scared. They have He-Man riding Cringer as a pop ride. It looks amazing, but maybe like a scared Cringer. I don't know, but this, they could have done something with that, with the green, but the He-Man slime pit, I love the way that looks. Can't wait to put that in the collection. Definitely one of the ones That's on the top of my list. Next up is the DC line. Not a huge fan of DC. Some of the pops look good, like from Flash Wave, they look good. Last year's cons, they had some Flash pops that looked amazing. There's a Deathstroke pop that looks amazing that's coming out where he's running. I think he's running towards Red Hood, but we're getting off subject. DC line. You have the soda pops, Batman, the green common, and you have the pink chase. These look pretty cool. I'm curious to see how they open up and just how they work. I do want to order one just to see if I get the chase, but not the Batman line. Zatanna, hope I'm saying that right. This is from the DC line. I don't know anything about this character. I don't really watch the DC Comics line, so I couldn't say anything about this character, who she's from. But I know a lot of people on Instagram were excited that they announced this character. So she looks like a magician to me. Maybe her power is magic, I don't know. Maybe she could stand a broom upright. Starship Troopers. I remember watching this movie, but I don't remember what happened in it. Like, I was just like not interested, so I couldn't say anything about it. Tanker Bug, 6-inch. I mean, if you like that sort of thing, it looks pretty cool. Just looks like a big ant to me, I don't know. But I kind of remember the movie, but I just can't remember it vividly, just like everything that happened. But, you know, hey, it looks good. I'm surprised they only did that figure. They could have done more from that line. I remember they did some last year, but I mean, you know, it's pretty cool. Something for everybody. You know, a lot of people are excited on Instagram, so I'm sure it'll be a hit with everyone. Next up from the movies line, Grand Budapest Hotel. I want to say I've seen it, but I just can't recall. I think it's one of the ones we started, but we just didn't have any interest in it. But I remember from the previews that it was funny, and I wanted to watch it, but I just can't recall finishing the movie or seeing it. So, but I know it's one of the ones that we started. This is Zero and Gustav 2-pack. You know, it's going to be $30 price tag. So, it looks amazing to me. I need to watch the movie so I can get the characters and understand what these pops are about. But I like the way they look, and I think they'll be a hit. Next up, Scott Pilgrim. No con is complete without releasing anything Scott Pilgrim. This time around, they don't have any pops. They have soda. So they have the figures inside. There's a green chase for the Scott Pilgrim, and there's also a Ramona Flowers. This one has a chase as well. And the common is the pink hair with goggles. Scott Pilgrim stuff always does well. I'm curious to see what's next. They haven't done Marvel, they haven't done DC, they haven't done television. So television will be a huge one. Marvel will probably be a huge one. Disney would definitely be a huge one. I'm curious to see any more anime since it's anime month. And I'm also curious to see any ad icons, people. There's just so many ad icons they can do, so many variants they could do of pops that's already done, and ad icons that aren't out yet. We could possibly see the first M&M pop. That would be a green one. That would be an amazing figure. Oh my God. We could see a green KoolAid variant. That would be amazing. I'm surprised there haven't been more colors put out so far. Just the red. I mean, they could go crazy with just all the flavors, all the colors. The 10-inch pop is coming out soon for the Target Con. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a green one. The cornflakes, rooster, chicken, turkey, whatever it is, he's green. Come on, Funko. What's that? The cold medicine, the Mucinex booger. It's nasty as hell, but that's green. Keebler Elf, that's another one. Green. Overalls, coveralls, whatever he's wearing. We could finally see the Geico Lizard. That's a for sure thing. Like, if that doesn't come out, I don't think we'll ever get it, because this is the perfect time for it to release and drop. The Geico Lizard, let's go, Funko. We'll possibly do a flocked or glow-in-the-dark green giant or sprout. It could also be a glow variant for the Quist Funko Pop, the cereal. He's got on green clothing. There's just so many variants that you could do, so many options available for green for Emerald City Comic Con. So I'm curious, I'm anxious to see what's going to happen. But I'm hoping for anime that there is some One Piece. Please let it be some One Piece. And some more My Hero Pops. I hope anime is not finished, because there's just so many more that they could do. And finally touch on Tanjiro, Demon Slayer with his green. Oh my gosh. Don't get me started, people. But day 2 is tomorrow. It's normally 3-4 days, maybe the whole week of releases. So I'm anxious to see what happens. I know there's gonna be a troll doll. That's a given. There was a leak for the Milhouse Simpsons pop, so I'm sure they're not finished with the Simpsons wave, but if they are, Milhouse would be an amazing addition to the collection. I can't wait for that one. That's Jeff.com in pop form, basically. So yeah, I'm anxious to see what's gonna happen with this con. I would like to go to this con, but it's just not possible. So, day 2, I'm looking forward to it. Let's go. Let's keep them rolling, Funko. Hopefully something good comes out. A lot of people are saying nothing has dropped for them. All right, people, day 1 reveals is in the books. That's it. I'll see y'all next time for day 2. Hopefully something drops that you'll be interested in. I know I am. So good luck with everything. If you're watching this, you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Please like, share, and comment. And as always, I'll see you in the next time.